takes one generation to destroy a whole dynasty, to destroy the whole legacy of the UK. A nation that is not willing to defend its daughters from invaders who came to rape their daughters is a nation that can no longer survive. Then Elon Musk goes and tweets against that because he reads this and is like, what the heck is going on? And then it just all hell goes loose and they start opening. How did it happen that Elon Musk became some kind of a social justice warrior fighting against all these radical extreme governments who are trying to destroy their own countries and the West? How did that happen? Can someone please tell me? All I know is he invented PayPal, and then one day he was trying to send rockets into space and building a flamethrower. The next thing is he bought Twitter, and he paved the way for Facebook later on to stop silencing and canceling people. And then he goes on in Britain and he started, giving them shit for allowing their girls to be raped by Muslim invaders and keeping silent. Why aren't the people in England more enraged? That's what I don't understand. Why aren't they all in the streets right now demanding their country back and demanding to defend their daughters? That's just mind-blowing. Mind-blowing, and that's a sign of a dying, decaying society. Might be even the sign of the end of the UK, the United Kingdom, as we know it. Just think what's going to happen to it in 50 years. You know what? 25 years, one generation. What's going to happen? I honestly can't believe what I'm watching, what I'm hearing, what I'm reading. Watch this video.
And it's I don't know if you guys in the UK understand how sad it is for us in Canada and in the United States to watch what you're doing to yourself.
Everywhere.
I mean, the UK is a great country. When I go there, I go to Oxford, I go to Cambridge, to these remarkable places in London, see your unbelievable deep history, understand how much the world owes the UK in terms of, say, the establishment of common law and decent government everywhere, including places like India. We owe the UK such an immense
slavery.
debt. And to watch you guys like spiral yourselves into the ground for this idiot, weak political correctness that's gone so far that you can allow your working class women to be raped en masse sadistically and say nothing about it and gaslight people who are telling the truth. It's so sickening. It's so demoralizing.
It's crazy.
It's almost unspeakable. We all pray, hope and pray here in Canada and the US that you get your act together and grow some spine again and put your damn country back
Get some
together
balls.
and stand up to these bloody psychopathic bullies and the woke green mob, because it would be a dreadful shame to lose you.
It takes one generation to destroy a whole dynasty, to destroy the whole legacy of the UK. A nation that is not willing to defend its daughters from invaders who came to rape their daughters is a nation that can no longer survive. A nation that is not only not defending these little girls who were mass gang raped in the thousands by a community of mostly predominantly Muslim Pakistani men. I've seen somewhere that they said that 1 out of 7 of that Pakistani community of males was involved in these gang rapes. And when it comes to the Arab Muslim world, guys, have no doubt that they all know about it. If it's 1 out of 7, they all know about it. These things don't stay indoors. And it was literally reported to the police on thousands of cases, but the UK police chose to hush it down, even bully people for not, exposing it, even politically chasing people, activists, so they won't expose that, all in the name of equality, of tolerance, and in the fear that they might come across as racist. My God, the British Empire, the British Kingdom have been brought down to its knees by a bunch of radical leftists who are literally destroying the country, and the same enemy that they have fought for hundreds of years so bravely, preserving the way of Western society, of Christianity, and pushing away these Muslim radical invaders. And now they're welcoming them into their country and letting them do whatever they want. This is just mind-blowing, guys. This is mind-blowing. And if you think that by sitting passively and waiting that you might be avoiding violence in your streets, then you are so wrong. Boy, you are in for a surprise. What do you think is going to happen when these radical Muslims become the majority of your country? Because we know what happened with the other Muslims, the moderates. They stay silent. They don't do anything. And often they might even know about what's happening and they will just not report it. So what do you think is going to happen when the majority of the UK, which is going to happen, going to become Muslim? They're going to burn down your churches. They're going to burn down your universities, violently enforce Sharia law under the umbrella of the jihad on all people that are not Muslims. They're going to probably start even executing non-Christians and Jews because they're infidels. Anyone who is not a Muslim, Christian, or Jew is considered an infidel in Islam. This is proper Islam. And the Jews and the Christians can live under a heavy jizya, which means a heavy taxation and a heavy humiliating rules until they basically decide to convert. So what do you think is gonna happen? That's insane. And the crazy part is, it seems like the Brits are right now are even trying to still fight against opening these cases. Thousands, if not tens or even hundreds of thousands of sexual assaults and rapes and gang rapes against mostly young white Christian girls in the UK. And once it's brought out to light, and not because the people in the UK cared, because they've been so absent about it, the majority of them. I mean, I know some great people in the UK, but they're being outnumbered. Anyway, guys, I hope today's video was informative. I wish it was another topic that is happier than this heavy burden that we're facing right now with what's happening in the UK. And wow, man, defend your own. Don't let people come and steal what's great about your country. Seriously, that is just, you'll be sinning for generations to come. So many people have sacrificed so much so you can enjoy the most privileged life that the history of mankind have offered. The 21st century, the most privileged life we're living in the last maybe 10 years. I think 80s and 90s were probably better than that millennium, then 2000 and onward. But anyway, you understand my point. And then comes this generation and says, wow, you know what? Thank you for all these ancestors, for all of my bloodline that sacrificed, that went fighting mammoth and saber-tooth, across the Siberian deserts, across the deserts in Africa, that went and literally made it possible for us to live in this separated religion and faith, that went and waged wars against invaders that came to threaten the democracy, the way of life of the West, that went and waged war against people who were trying to cancel science and burn people on the stake because they said that the planet was not flat and all kind of stuff. So finally, we are at the peak of humanity now, and we can enjoy all of this. And what does this generation come and do? Let's destroy it, guys. They're all evil. We don't believe in them. This is colonism. This is capitalism. This is narcissism. This is all kind of schisms that they like to throw in the air. This is chauvinism, this is machoism, I don't know what, this is toxicism. They just keep throwing words to the air that have no idea what they mean, and they're just destroying our way of life. It's insane. It's insane. Anyway, guys, stay safe, don't do anything stupid. See you next time.